Our Children, HOUR Children, is specifically named for describe the mission, and our mission is really to offer hope and a home for children who's out the hour of separation when their mother was arrested, the hour when children are unable to visit their mothers either in state prison or at Rikers Island or the county jails, and then most importantly the hour of reunification, when mothers are released and children then can rejoin the mother and begin their life anew. We started with a house that was originally for children, and then I looked around for a house where the mothers could live so the children could be reunited with their as a family, that when a mother comes out of prison or a woman comes out of prison, she comes out with the prison clothes she has. So she needs clothing, she needs shoes, she needs coats. And so people started giving us a lot of clothing, and when you get too much clothing, you open up a thrift shop. So now we have 3 thrift shops. And the 3 thrift shops provide not only the stuff of our lives, it also provided work opportunities for women when they came out of prison. And then eventually that all grew into a training program for women that we have. And now we have a licensed daycare, which is a wonderful opportunity for the children to be nurtured and the mothers to learn also what it means to raise a child, because many of them have never had that being taught to them. Certainly it didn't happen to them as children. So the daycare is there. Children get older, we have an after-school program. And so when children are usually 4 years old and they go now to pre-K, at the end of the school day, they come over to our after-school program. So now we have 5 communal homes and we have 3 permanent apartments, so that the mothers, when they come out, they learn in community. They learn from each other how to clean, how to cook, how to take care of a child, keeping curfew, doing all the things that we were taught as children by our families, but many of them never learned. Now, one of the core programs is the Working Women Program, and that's really the one that I see as the essential linchpin, because when a woman comes out of prison, she gets all the stuff and she has a wonderful home, which is really important, but she has a training program she must go to. Not 5 days a week, 9 to 5, and it's very structured because it needs to be. And then the women learn the skills, computer training, job readiness, customer service. They're sent to some of our internships, internal internships, so you'll find them in the thrift shop working, in the daycare working, the after school, here in the office, learning on the job of what the work-a-day world is. And then by the time they get to phase 3, they're ready and able to go out and get a job in the real world. Our food pantry has seen an enormous growth in the number of senior citizens who are coming from the housing project. I think last year we served over 8,000 people in our food pantry. We currently have 75 to 80 families who live under the Our Children housing program right now. Inside the prison, we're dealing with hundreds of people a day. We have parenting programs, we have visitation, we have a teen program of 45 teens whose mothers are incarcerated in Bedford Hills. The collegiate churches have been so wonderful and generous and really supportive of the work of Our Children. You've enabled, by your goodness and your generosity, to touch many programs around the world of Our Children. I encourage everybody to come and see that, whether you like thrift shops or you like infants or you like after school, you like working women. There are many ways that you can help us, certainly by your prayers. But also by opening your hearts to the understanding of where our women came from and the struggle it is to get from point A to point B, and they do it and do it well. And to change very often we all have stereotypes of what, an ex-offender, an ex-con, however you want to look at people, to kind of peel that off and look at women as really just women of possibility, of hope, who have the same dreams and hopes for their children as you and I might have, or your families might have, and to say, thank you, God, for what you've given me, what you've given you in your life, because we can take it for granted. And when you look at what people don't have, you realize the blessings you have, you can give back. And however you find that way in your own heart and soul is really very much appreciated. And the women and families of Our Children know that whatever happens in their life, really they say, thank you and gratitude to somebody out there who really believed in them and made it all happen. So I have the best, most blessed life I could ever imagine, really. I have been gifted by a gracious God over and above. And my biggest goal is to use the talents that I have for the good of others. And at the end of the day, just say, God, we did the best today, give me another day tomorrow. And that's really what it's all about for me.